Yo, what's going on, guys? We're going to be playing some AP Nunu in the jungle, and I'm going to be showing you how to carry on him with the best runes and build possible. For your runes, take Dark Harvest with Cheap Shot, Eyeball Collection, Relentless Hunter, alongside Celerity and Water Walking with double AP and armor, or attack speed AP and armor. You want as much speed as possible, that way you can consistently land your W, which has 150% AP scaling. You don't need to start a potion on Nunu, it's not necessary. On your first back, you want to be able to pick up a Dark Seal and tier 2 boots to where starting a potion is going to slow that down quite a bit. Up against a Kha'Zix, we want to make sure we get both of our buffs. We don't want to have to mess around with an invade from him. Bop up with a Q. Pulled it out a little on the early side. We'll do a 3 camp clear over into red buff. On Nunu, you only really need level 3. No buffs required. And then start ganking. In this case, I would rather just get E level 2. E clears a little bit better than your W does against these larger monster camps. We can take wolves pretty fast as well. We'll use the second Q on the big one and auto down these small ones. Nunu's fastest start in the game is to start on red buff and go straight into raptors. In this case, we couldn't really do that because we weren't going to get a leash from Nasus. Generally, you can't rely on your top laners to actually leash you. They're very intent on AFK under turrets, so bot laners are more accustomed to leashing much more consistently. Nunu doesn't have a slow clear by any means. It's just that his level 3 is so strong you don't want to squander it. If you do a 3 or 4 camp clear, you can generally gank before the mids or tops or level 3, especially on a 3 camp clear. There's no way for them to hit level 3 before you in that. We don't really need to smite this since the camp's already almost dead. Just need one more auto. And we'll head over mid. You generally want to wait till you're in the river for the water walking. I need some distance to build up speed on this though. Oh, it was warded. It's a little surprising. Hover the cursor. Alright, he didn't stay. He knew we were there really far ahead of time. We could just wait for Scuttle Crab. It's a decent choice. Just need one auto attack, Q smite. No one can really outplay you for it then. It's all one chunk. Kha'Zix is likely to be here. I feel it. Got the dash through. We'll go ahead and keep playing off Scuttle Crab. You don't want to reset until the Scuttle Crab completely fades. We got Yas Flash out of it, and he doesn't have his ward either, so we should be able to return gank and destroy him. I think he might be in the brush right now. He's just not here at all. He's playing super far back. I'm going to keep coming back over and over so he can keep AFKing. Until the Scuttle's gone, there's no reason to reset on Nunu. Kha'Zix is obviously in that brush with how far this guy's playing up. Maybe he just feels safe because Victor's low mana. There's no way he had another ward. It's impossible. I want to get my Dark Harvest stack off of him. It's like he's trying to dash through me or something. Auto attack Q. Down he goes. I can't imagine he's too happy about that. We'll go ahead and unmute him. I'm eager to taste his tears. Scuttle Crab's still up. There's nothing to really gank off of it, however. We could go for Gromp and then gank bot side. Nunu's solo capabilities are extremely low before you have your Dark Seal or Mesh stacked. Or unless you're just ridiculously fed. So don't try to run out and solo bruisers or tanks or mages. Unless they're already super low on health or you have some kind of steep advantage. Caitlyn laid a ward. She doesn't have boots and we have water walking speed up celerity. Plus Relentless Hunter speed up. Speed up runes are extremely important on Nunu. Otherwise your W's are going to be near useless in the early game. There it is. Gotta turn on the set now. MF gets the kill. Not bad. I missed my W as well. Kha'Zix hasn't reset yet. We're pretty much tied CS. Knocked him out of the air with W. I could tell he was about to do that. Your W is a displacement. It's a knock-up, so anyone in a dash like a Trist or a Kha'Zix, just hover your cursor where you can tell they're gonna do it. Morgana was really low at the time, so he thought he could just jump in and kill her real quick. Even your W instantly cast. It's going to be a tiny knockup and tiny damage compared to when it's big, but it still gets the job done against dashes. So first item back, typically Sork Shoes Dark Sail is the way to go. You could also push for Swifties, which I think is going to be much stronger here. The reason why Swifties are better in this specific situation is they have Tryndamere slow. They're going to have Kha'Zix slow off of his evolved W as well. And Caitlyn net slows. They have many slows. Mark Treads wouldn't give much value. Plated would be good since they're full AD. We could always pick up a Zanya's or something though. So I should have W'd sooner. I was thinking about ganking the Tryndamere. It's just I don't like ganking for Nasus early game, especially he only has D shield, so it's probably going to be a big waste of time. Now we want to try to get as many kill steals as possible and play on top of Scuttles. Scuttles are the key to your success on Nunu. If possible, I don't want to use E here. If you gank without E, the ganks kind of suck. Same with your W. Since I had Smite and Q up, it makes sense to just Q Smite, hold on to everything else. Hey, friend. And down he goes. Pop R for the shield, and he is dead. Goodbye, Kha'Zix. Yasuo is going to be pretty steamed after that one, I can imagine. Got enough XP off the minions and the R level up. R gives you a big shield when you cast it. And Nunu, R is the highest damage ability literally in the whole game. As long as you channel enough of it. If you cancel it immediately, it's not very high damage. But if you can get off a full charge, it's insane. It scales 300% off of your AP. Makes AP Nunu incredibly satisfying to play. Nunu's very dragon reliant for his scaling. Dragons are super important. You can't be slowed on your W, so if you're getting slowed by fruits or enemy champions, it's a good idea to use your W to go through it. Down he goes. More dark harvest stacks and more dark seal stacks. We're scaling up, just don't want to die. We're moving really fast. I wonder if Kha'Zix is here. Huh. Victor doesn't have much damage yet. Yeah, Kha'Zix is bot side. He's only level 5 though. He's pretty far behind. He also has tier 2 boots as well, so he's not really slow per se. That was a horrible W on my part. I think he's waiting for his bot lane. This could be warded as well, so he might just come for me. He's not really going to get anything out of it. He's waiting so long. I can wait too. There's no Scuttle Crab up. I'm already level 6. Hey, Kha'Zix, got your friend. I don't need to R or anything. We'll move on to Dragon now. Got Smite and Q. If they quit pre 25-minute mark, we'll do a part 2. I have a feeling they're going to. AP Nunu is extremely snowball heavy. If you're making lots of mistakes, playing AP Nunu is way worse than Tank Nunu. You have to be playing crisp to get max value out of AP carry Nunu. If you're on autopilot mode, play Tank Nunu. You have to stay alive on AP Nunu as much as possible. If you're dying a lot, he is extremely low value. Got water walking speed up. Here we go. Tier 2 boots. A dark seal, dark harvest stacks. Love to see it. We're already at 8 dark harvest. Our start wasn't that good either. We didn't get a gank on Yasuo for so long. I had to gank him 4 times with W before we could kill him. Hey friends, that's a double dark harvest and a double dark seal stack right there. Still have R as well. Victor was high HP and he has a gold advantage, so I knew I didn't need to waste R. We could hold on to it. Your worst matchups on Nunu is basically every jungler. In terms of trying to solo them, you can't solo any jungler unless you have a massive advantage of some sort. In terms of junglers actually killing you, Kindred's pretty annoying. Against really sticky junglers like Kindred, I would recommend going Phase Rush. Dark Harvest is kind of greedy. You can get away with it versus junglers who can't stay on top of you early pre-6. Like Kha'Zix, he can't really stay on top of us because of our E. Phase Rush makes it to where any jungler can't stay on top. Hey, Caitlyn. Goodbye, Caitlyn. We get this snare into R, and he flashed. Good auto attack from the MF. I don't know where Kha'Zix is, so I'm not going to blind phase check a brush over there. Instead, I'll just reset. Hover cursor for the Q just in case he shows up. Like invisible flashes on us. At this point, Mej is the way to go. I think Rocket Belt is probably best on Nunu as an AP item. With that being said, it does have... Well, yeah, Rocket Belt's the way to go. The reason for it is it makes you consistently land your E's. Your E has a lot of damage and CC in it. And if you can stay on top of them, you can land all of it. And Rocket Belt allows you to do that with its dash and speed up. If you hate activatable items, your next best option is Night Harvester. Night Harvester is similar enough to Rocket Belt, but you don't have to activate it or think about it. So if you hate activatables, go for Night Harvester instead. I would recommend trying to practice activatables maybe in Training Tool or something like that. It's very much worth it. Same way it is on Evelynn. You don't see many junglers running Night Harvester because it is a less versatile, easy noob mode version of Rocket Belt. Even something like Evelynn, Diana, Echo, they're all Rocket Belts. Can't remember the last time I actually saw someone go Night Harvester. Hey, Yasuo. Tryndamere. He said, GG, I have inbreds on my team. I mean, he did just get soloed by Nasus. What does he want? Top lane's an island, and he just got soloed, and Nasus is going to outscale him as well, so... I don't know why he's blaming his team. I guess he's mad his team didn't carry him. Nasus is the strongest late game split push champ in the game, because there's not a single split push champ that can match him. They've buffed his withers so much that it's just not possible. We'll heal it all off and run away. It's a really awkward angle. We didn't have minions, so it's whatever. It's 20-0 right now. Holy crap. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a pre-25. We'll do a part 2. So remember, get level 3, start ganking, play around Scuttle until it disappears, reset, get tier 2 boots, Dark Sill. That's the basics. And never die. Wow, I did a lot more damage to him than I thought I was going to do. He got chunked. Tryndamere is actually kind of strong. He's kind of strong. He had some fury built up. I don't really want to fight him here. It's not about coin flipping on Mej Dark Soul champs. It's about taking fights and situations where you could bet quite a bit on it turning out in your favor. If you're not sure if it's going to turn out in your favor, don't go to that situation. It's not worth dying and losing all your Mej or Dark Soul stocks. That is the fastest way to lose on a Dark Soul Mej champ like AP Nunu. We'll take this out really wide. We're moving so fast, we're going to have to. Got him with the E-slows. Nunu's a bit of a medium counter to train. It's not a super hard counter, but it's decent enough because you have so many slows, it's hard for him to move while he's on his R oftentimes. Pop him with Q. Thank you for the Mej Dark Harvest axe. Appreciate it, set. You kill this medium one, and that's it. They quit. GG's, well played. I will see you guys in part 2. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 2 of full AP Nunu in the jungle. Got the same setup. Red jungle item for the true damage and slow once it's complete. The blue and green one would still work really well. In fact, if they had an Ashe or other loads of absolute CC, I'd go for green. The blue one, I'm a little bit mixed on. Even though it works really well with Nunu W, I find it's a bit overkill. On top of that, many of the times when you W on Nunu in the later part of the game, mid-late game, which is when your jungle item is going to be finished anyways, you're Wing either from fountain or from down in lane. So the blue one I'm a little bit mixed on. The red one and green one give more consistent value, I find, but they're all good. For runes, we have Dark Harvest, Cheap Shot, Eyeball Relentless, Celerity Water Walking with double AP armor. You can go attack speed AP armor, and it's pretty much the same thing. Double AP is slightly more greedy. It's going to make your snowball more devastating, though. Your snowball AP scaling is pretty high once it's fully sized, 150% AP scaling. Most mages and AP abilities in League only scale around 60% AP, just to give you some perspective on how high 150% is. That's why you want to get a snowball going before they can see you. If you can get it up full girth, Nunu ganks are spicy. The way you would play against Nunu, or the worst case scenario if you're playing as Nunu, is if the enemies are all playing super safe and ungankable, if they're all just playing near their turret full HP. That would make the Nunu pick really bad, because he can't full clear as well as a Zac can. So basically you just end up being a slightly weaker late game tank, and you miss out on the main part of his kit, which is ganking, establishing dominance, and then taking every single dragon that spawns. This game I ran Ghost instead of Flash. You could also take Ignite if you're willing to go for Nimbus. Typically, if you're going to run Ignite, you also go for Phase Rush Nimbus. That way you're not missing out on too much mobility. Yuumi is so broken. So many people are playing it because it's about to get nerfed. I'll go ahead and Ghost W for this. Hopefully they don't scare her away. Round the corner. There it is. I love Ghost, bro. It's a free scuttle crab is what it is. It's an absolute free scuttle on a very short cooldown compared to Flash. And you get extensions as well, so in team fights it's sick. I think we W'd on top of the river there technically. I needed the movement speed. Nice. We got the Dark Harvest stack, which is what I was trying to get. Dark Harvest does more damage every time you stack it. Gets a little bit more by 5. This actually doesn't sound like that much, but I guess it's something. It used to be the best keystone in the game. Everyone took it a year or two ago. You could probably find the YouTube meta on that back when even Draven was running it. We can't solo Nocturne, and we can't beat him in a 2v2. Yes, early on, but we can certainly outgank him, which is what we are doing. Gotta gank bot, gotta gank mid. And we do not want to reset until Scuttle Crab is completely gone. On first recall, same thing. We're going to go for boots. Dark Sill, and if we can afford it, tier 2 boots Dark Sill. That's what Nunu's all about. I'm going to hold on to E. We're about to gank here. He didn't ward very deep. You can't even see me from here. I can W from this area and kill him. This is our easiest gank. Neither one of them has a speed up. They're both really slow. And no dash. That was a double knockup, by the way. It's a snare. I think we just got her flash. And that's a double kill. I have a feeling this is going to be an FF15 type of game. I'm going to gank through here. I'm just making sure there's no vision first. Got to time it with the wave a little bit. Should be able to make it work. It's going to be kind of weird, but I think we can make it work. The timing makes me super paranoid, but I feel like we hit it. Ah, now we messed it up. We get the snare on him. Kai'Sa's shredding. Got to turn back around for the Xayah. She's kind of just wasting autos on me, but I guess she is stacking her lethal tempo. Yeah, that's my bad. I messed up my W. Couldn't turn the corner there. I had a very awkward angle, strangely enough. It's weird. I hit that angle all the time. I guess I hit it too horizontal. You gotta hit it more verti. When you hit it horizontal, it's hard to whip it. Okay, let's go for... We'll push Sorks this game and Dark Sill since we can afford it. They also don't have that many slows on their team. I kind of screwed over my bot lane there pretty hard. On the bright side, their bot lane is shoving, so they'll only miss out on so much. Just be aware of your angles on Nunu W. You can have a big plan in mind, but if you mess up the angle, it's not going to happen because you have to get off an impactful W for ganks to work. Ghost is coming back up. We can gank here even without Scuttle Crab. Easy peasy. I would like to drag Gromp out really far and then just Q it, but they made the patience ranges so short it's harder to do that. I'm not seeing these guys here. When you're playing against Nunu, you want to ward super deep in the river because this is where he usually ganks from early on. Oh, is Nocturne in here? He is in here. I'll let him tank that then. He's tanking Dragon this whole time. He's got nowhere to go. He's still tanking it because he's closer. Yeah, you never want to be in the pit like that, because if whoever hits the Dragon can just walk out of the pit, and then you're stuck inside tanking it, it's a really dangerous spot to be. I think he was trying to cheese it down. It's a bad idea versus Nunu. Q smite it, down it goes. That was weird, I didn't even notice him in there. Must have just popped over. I would like to gank bot here. Not playing up very far though. Zai is actually playing incredibly far back. Yeah, I don't think it's gankable. I'll just farm it up a bit. Psych. We're going for to opposite side scuttle. Just thinking about mid, it's just not happening. I'm starting to over gank a little bit, where it's not looking like it's going to be a kill and I'm wasting the time to go to it. So Nocturne might gank top. Fior's behind. We're going to hard lose that 2v2. He has plated. She's going to do 0 damage to him at this point in the game. That's going to be a waste of time to gank for. We'll focus the little ones, Q the big one. The AoE on jungle monster items helping out a lot against the little ones. Normally against Nunu, like season 12, you couldn't take raptors at all without W. It would take 10 years. Now even without W, it's doable-ish. My bot lane has a lot more CS than their bot lane. Nocturne showing up mid, that's a mistake. Now I know he's pathing away from top. Never mind, I can't help Fior. Can I? Can I help Fior? Maybe I can. If Nocturne's not here, it makes me feel kind of safe. Get the knock up. Ugh, that was a decent silence on his part. He also popped flash. Might have been able to stay on top of him if I ghosted. It's not a horrible interaction though, getting flash when we don't really blow anything. I wasn't anticipating the flash. In hindsight, I should have ghosted. Malzahar kind of wasting TP there. Since we know Nocturne's not over here and Garen's low, Herald's a good option. You shouldn't go for a Herald if you have the option of getting Dragon. Dragons are way better than Herald. Heralds have been nerfed. They only scrape a plate in the sliver. I don't think this is going to be a kill for us, especially with Malzahar not really following it. I'm going to need him to react. Wait, did he actually just not react? Did he? Okay, he did react. I just couldn't see him. I was wondering. I was like, bro, I saw him coming. I was like, did he actually just stop when Nocturne R'd? Okay, time for Mesh. And we'll push for Rocket Belt as well. Rocket Belt's the way to go. Typically with the AP Nunu build, tier 2 boots, Mesh, Rocket Belt. Then you can go for things like Shadow Flame, Rabadon. You can go for Demonic. I wouldn't do it unless your Mesh is at least 15 stacked. Because Demonic doesn't synergize that strong on Nunu. You're only doing it if you have a crap load of, I guess HP actually. It wouldn't make that much sense on a true AP Nunu build. It could probably work against the Cho'Gath Garen though. They both seem to be going tanky. That doesn't look like a true full AP Choder. With a Grasp. Normally AP Choder would go Electrocute or Dark Harvest. Or even Predator. Predator Cho'Gath's not bad. Let's hit the river walking here. Alright, we're on river walking. Water walking. Need that extra movement speed. There we go. We got around the corner this time. Hey, Vel'Koz. Cannot kill her, but we could look for a dive here, potentially. My Herald isn't going to kill the turret at all. Just want to lit before I forget to use it. It's usually best to wait till the turret plates a sliver. We get the knock up, down she goes. She was greedy enough to stay. What a fool. Whenever Nunu ganks her lane, just expect him to come back. It's easiest to gank lanes when they don't have R's and flashes, so if you already gank, that's the best lane to re-gank. Be playing for dragon here, camp the area. Guess I could hover bot. I don't know if it's worded though. I'm at that weird angle again. Oh yeah, I'm at that horrible angle where it's too horizontal. Got him with smite, E-slow. Nice, nice, nice. Wait, is Zaya gonna make the same mistake? Oh, I guess we're just letting her go. I don't think we should have let her go there. Oh well. She'll have to come back to turret either way. And we'll have the movement speed to crush her. I just assume she's there. Kai'Sa doesn't have R. Okay, good. Wow, Zaya's actually going to give up turret. I'm impressed. A lot of AD carries would have just chosen to die underneath turret again. Good for her. Win con, drag soul and keeping Kai'Sa alive. And not dying. We do not want to give up this mesh. Too valuable. Stay away from solo fights. I have most of the Relentless Hunter. I'm still missing 2 of them. Who do I not have it on? Garen and Cho, maybe? Yeah, Garen and Cho. That's it. Cho hasn't died yet this game. When he's stacking magic resist, I'm not going to be doing very much damage against him with Sork Shoe build. I'll have to have full mesh before I can start doing anything against that. Their bot lane's going mid now. I'll try to get Scuttle and head over there. I have Ghost so I can get out of Scuttle fight if things turn bad. Since I don't have Phase Rush, we need some kind of backup plan. Just in case their jungler shows. Zaya's being greedy. She can't post up with Fiora like this, even if Fiora's behind. That's the difference between top lanes and AD carries. AD carries are squishy. And usually immobile. Most AD carries would have died to that, but with Zaya, she's fine. Nocturne's dead. We'll repeat gank or head mid. Scuttle goes W. Hey, friend. I think she actually lives here. Yeah, I goofed. Missed the snowball. Feels bad. I needed to take it out wider initially. Rip. It's not a bad time to reset. Sitting on most of my rocket belt. Or we could go for Vel'Koz. Play around Kai'Sa was pretty fed. Hey, Garen. He is tanky. Holy crap. That did not... we did not do very much damage there at all. Just keep playing for Drag Soul. Somebody's coming here. He got hard CC'd by my snowball in mid-flight. That's freaking hilarious. He jumped right into it. Yeah, I don't think he knew we were coming. Must have assumed we left for that fight to make any sense. It's constant repeat. Zaya shot. Fiora, don't give her the kill. No. She's gonna get... Why? If Zaya are on cooldown, we kill her. If not, she might actually kill us. Since she has lethal tempo. Psych! She took a lot of damage from that. She doesn't have any magic resist, so Sork Shoes are shredding. Time to reset. Psych again. We almost have Rocket Belt, might as well stay. Plus we have R. We might be able to utilize that in some kind of gank. Kai'Sa's taken my red buff. Rip. I don't really need it, I guess. It's time to take Wolves into Scuttle, reset for Rocket Belt, and we'll wrap these guys up. And the late game on Nunu, if you don't have Dragon Soul, you don't really win. His scaling isn't as good as a Zac, Sejuani, or even a Rammus, so... AP Nunu only scales if you're Mesh Stack. Tank Nunu only scales if you have Drag Soul. That's your win con. So AP Nunu, Mech Stack plus Drag Soul kind of equals unbeatable. Champions you have to watch out for is Fiora. She can parry your snowball. It's really annoying. Malzahar is tough because of his passive. You can never really get a pick on him or knock him up unless his passive is scraped by one of your teammates. Malzahar, Fiora. Those are the main ones. Syndra's can be tough at times, but a lot of times, even when she stuns you, your snowball will still land because it's traveling towards her and she doesn't have any speed ups or dashes. So mainly it's just the Fiora, Mal's. My mouse is dead here. Yeah, I can't save him. Kind of need a reset as well for Dragon here. Can't fight these three guys on turret. They could dive me. Cho'Gath's super tanky. Lots of HP. Went for Abyssal Mask. Haven't seen that in a while. I'll go for Zhonya's second. Zhonya's her Shadow Flame. They're starting to bring it back a little bit, weirdly enough. If you think about it, if they kill Kai'Sa, they're not even going to be very far behind in gold. They'll get 1,000 gold off of her. She's pushing without me. Hey, Cho'Gath. Can't really fight him. Two of them are bot side, so in theory, my team should win the team fight top side because they're fighting a 4v3. Cho'Gath might actually be taking Dragon right now. Alright, I'll ghost for this. Rockabelle E. And then we walk out. Nice, nice, nice. Still had an R shield. It wasn't very close at all. Their team's kind of playing away from me. Heavily. Their team and my team. Neither team really wanted Dragon to where Cho'Gath might actually just get it. When Dragsoul's our win con. They don't even need Dragsoul to win, in my opinion. Dragsoul for them is optional. They have the Cho'Gath and the Xayah. Xayah outscales Kai'Sa. And Cho'Gath's gonna get crazy tanky with they have the Vel'Koz's backline. They outrange us and they get tankier. That's a scary combination. That's why we gotta stay alive. Keep Mej up. Same with Kai'Sa. If she starts dying, what is she gonna do? Having to charge into a Cho'Gath front line with Xayah, Vel'Koz behind it. The answer is not much. Oh, hey, Cho'Gath. Speak of the devil. Kite him out with ease. There's no reason to engage with an R on him. That's GG's. That is absolutely GG's right there. There's no reason to even reset here. There's 3 of them dead. Kai'Sa's full. She's trying to drag the game out. It's not too early to take inhib, even though Baron hasn't spawned. As long as you don't take inhib pre 19-minute mark, you still get really high value out of it because Baron spawns in 20-minute mark. Now we just group on Baron. This fight doesn't make any sense. There's nothing to fight there for. There goes the Fiora. Just half a Garen CS. Holy moly. Every team has a counterweight. League of Legends is all about killing the weakest players on the enemy team faster than the enemy can kill the weakest players on your team. That's why staying alive is so important, because if you're the weakest player on your team and if you can just stay alive, you can make that counterweight aspect extremely challenging for the opposing team. Goodbye, Cho'Gath. You're finished. Got the R on Nocturne. Down he goes. Cho'Gath killed Yuumi somehow. Wait, no, he killed Kai'Sa. Huh. This is weird. I don't know why Vel'Koz thought he could fight us. Vel'Koz is like, okay, we got this, because I was running away for a moment. He was feeling real brave. It's one of the classic baits in League of Legends. If you act like you're scared, if you act like you can't fight them, many opponents will believe that they're in control and they'll try to force something. Could go Morello. They don't have that much healing. Shadow Flame makes the most sense here. Zanya's is really good on Nunu. So you set up your fight, you go in with your W, E, Q, W, E, rocket belt, Q, R. And if they start focusing you super hard, you can cancel your R instantly with Zanya's and take 0 damage. It's just a great combination. Need to set up a snowball here. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Kai'Sa's not here either. We're not going to win that fight with Fiora dying right off the bat. She needs to get back on the Kai'Sa here. I'm on a super deep flank here. Hey, friends. I don't even need to R for that guy. They were super deep. They had nowhere to escape to. They either had to run through Kai'Sa or run through me. Either way, it wasn't gonna end too well for them. Hey, Garen. Oh, wait, Nocturne's there? I didn't even see him. That's kind of weird. Go for turret. This game's dragging on for a lot longer than I anticipated it would. It's a good thing we've been collecting dragons, because even if Kai'Sa threw another 1,000 gold to the enemy team off of 1 death, with Draxel, it's so hard to overcome that. Plus, if we happen to eke out an Elder and we have Draxel, it's kind of impossible to beat. I'm not a fan of Chemtech Soul. I think it's one of the worst in the game. I prefer the Wind Soul. It's been extremely overbuffed. It makes you 15% faster constantly in or out of combat, and then in combat, you get 50% bonus movement speed for 6 seconds after using your R. So you're untouchable if you've R'd within the last 6 seconds, and you're 15% faster constantly. It's ridiculous. It's too much. Goodbye, Vel'Koz. I'm really fast. Even in combat, I'm moving 435 there. Out of combat, 470. No W. Can we make this corner, though? Just barely. Holy moly. It doesn't matter. We couldn't get it on anybody. Yeah, what am I doing? I don't have any teammates here. I'm just about to throw for no reason. Just group on drag. Easy win. Drag is the key, guys. The only time Draxel is not the win con is if you're a split pusher like Fiora. And your team, if it's a close game and you're a split pusher, the win con is the enemies going for objectives while you take their base. In this case, Fiora got carried, so Draxel is the win con in this case, because she can't go off and solo anyone on their team really, except for maybe Xayah, and even then. She has lethal tempo versus Grasp. Grasp is a really garbage late game split push keystone, compared to Conquer, lethal tempo at least. There's Draxel. I'll swing around bot side. I'll take it out super wide. We don't end up canceling it. We're giving minions 500 movement speed. Now they're only at 435 because we're not on the speed up. Kai'Sa gets the triple dipple, and that is GG's. We never really did get off a big R because the enemies just constantly refused to fight us, but all in all, AP Nunu, solid. As long as you can get 1 or 2 successful ganks in your first clear, the game's going to be a breeze. If you don't, you're going to have to buckle down and play extremely sharp. Ultra high risk, medium reward. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is King Sticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.